In this bulletin, health workers face extreme risks. 3 arrested over Tavyuni fires. And Nawaikula has 6 more days to appeal.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Edwin Nunn.
Bulletin, Fiji. The Fiji Sevens team has survived a scare against hosts Japan at the Olympic rugby competition, winning 24-19. The Fijians had to come from behind to snatch the win. Fiji next plays Canada at 8 tonight. Delivering health services in an environment of constrained resources will often mean providing access to life-saving care at the expense of comfort. Permanent Secretary for Health Dr. James Fong says the ministry has lost 2 healthcare workers because of COVID-19 and the virus will continue to affect them from community transmission and through the course of duty. Kritika Kumar reports.
The Permanent Secretary says more health workers and frontliners may get severe disease in the near future.
Frontline health workers are integral to the global response to COVID-19. In hospitals, clinics and homes around the world, health workers are taking on significant personal risks. This is the same in Fiji.
The ministry has reorganized the PPE distribution program to ensure their stocks are readily available for their staff.
This current crisis is demonstrating the essential, tireless, innovative, and too often undervalued role of health workers and our frontline colleagues in ensuring strong, resilient health systems for everyone, everywhere.
Fiji Medical Association President Dr. Basharat Munshi says the frontliners are true patriotics who are trying their level best to protect Fijians.
It really hurts us when one of our own gets the disease due to obviously the inherent risk or has a bad outcome from the disease. It really hurts.
Fiji's 7-day rolling average of cases per million per day remains among the highest in the world. This means we have among the highest daily cases reported for our population size. Kritika Kumar, FBC News.
A leading New Zealand epidemiologist says the health ministry could face more issues than solutions by not testing the COVID-19 affected people. This comes as the health ministry announced last week that people need to isolate for 14 days if they are symptomatic and only go to hospital if they are seriously ill. The Fijian government said most people only have mild symptoms and could recover at home.
I'm very disturbed by that news because basically testing and contact tracing and managing cases differently from other people is right at the core of controlling these epidemics. And we know that if you test someone and you find they've got the virus, they behave differently and people treat them differently because you know that they can infect other people, other household members. And ideally, you would have them in a supervised isolation situation or high-quality home isolation so they don't spread the virus further. That's right at the core of containing these epidemics.
3 people are in custody in relation to the 2 early morning fires in Tavyuni. Acting Police Commissioner Rusiate Tundravu confirms both reports are under investigation. Tundravu also says the Divisional Crime Officer North and a team of officers have been deployed to Tavyuni to assist with investigations. A shop was destroyed in the fire in Nangara, but firefighters were able to control the blaze from spreading to nearby shops. Residents were able to save the Madwata Muslim League Mosque, which was also allegedly set alight. Opposition MP Nico Nawaikula has 6 more days to make an application to the Court of Disputed Returns to question or challenge the validity of his seat becoming vacant. Speaker of the House Ratuipeli Nelatikau said in Parliament this morning that Nawaikula's seat is currently vacant under Section 63 of the Constitution. The Fijian Elections Office referred Nawaikula to the Fiji Independent Commission Against Corruption in June following a debate in Parliament on the voter card where Nawaikula had said he is usually known as Nico Nawaikula, but that's not the name on his birth certificate and his name on the voter card is incorrect.
Parliament becomes vacant if the honourable member who holds that seat ceases to have the right to be nominated as a candidate to Parliament, and the honourable member ceases to have that right when he or she is inter alia not registered on the register.
The Republic of the Fiji Military Forces continues to support the Health Ministry in efforts to contain the COVID-19 threat. RFMF personnel are currently attached to the Pre-Hospital Emergency Care Coordination Centre, which coordinates COVID-19 patient transfers and home retrievals. They also conduct extractions and medical assessments for COVID-19 patients at their respective homes. The team also includes personnel from the Ministry of Health, the Fiji Police Force, the Fiji Corrections Services, the National Fire Authority, St. John's Ambulance and volunteer first responders. These personnel man the centre on a 24/7 basis, mainly to receive emergency requests and coordinate the required response at the earliest possible time. And to our latest COVID-19 update, Fiji had 626 new COVID-19 infections for the period ending 8 a.m. yesterday. The Health Ministry also recorded 9 new COVID-19 deaths between the 21st and the 25th of this month. Fiji has recorded 23,069 cases since April of this year. There are now 16,931 active cases in isolation, with 5,928 recoveries in total. The COVID-19 death toll now stands at 186. The vaccination campaign also continues around the country. As of this morning, 441,171 people, or 75.2% of the population, has received their first dose of the AstraZeneca vaccine. 97,268, or 16.6%, have received their second dose. The 5 most vaccinated areas include Mba and Rewa, which are now 100% first jabbed. Next are Nanoga, Naitasiri and Nandi. Up ahead, Babers family throws support behind coach. And New Zealand Sevens eyes Olympic gold. Stay with us. Welcome back. It's been 7 months since National Sevens coach Gareth Baber saw his family back in the United Kingdom. As Aquila Dama reports, Baber last met his family in December, but says he's not the only one sacrificing precious time with loved ones.
Family is everything for these players. However, imagine being close to them but can't spend time or visit them.
You know, anybody who's ever played rugby, if you haven't got passion and you haven't got emotion in the game wrapped up, I would question why you're doing it in the first place, because it's brutal, and Sevens is even more brutal.
Baber's family sent him and the team a message this morning before the first match against Japan.
Hola! Just really wanted to send you guys a quick message, wishing you lots and lots of luck for a successful games.
We'll be watching you and cheering you on from here.
We miss you and we can't wait to be with you again.
The national coach says the team had to sacrifice in one way or the other to get to the Olympics.
As I said, it's been the hardest thing I think we've done as a family, but also for me as a coach. This last year certainly, and now I am just excited, like everybody in Fiji. Just have the confidence that we will go into this representing the white jersey and everybody back there.
Fiji's second pool match is against Canada at 8 tonight. Aquila Dama, FBC Sports.
And the New Zealand Sevens team is out to erase memories of the last Olympic Games, where it lost to Fiji in the quarterfinals. Partly cloudy with brief showers over the eastern parts and the interior of the larger islands. And that's FBC News Now. Join me again for our 1-hour bulletin at 7 tonight, and be sure to download the FBC app to access the latest in news, sports and live radio broadcasts from any of our 6 FBC radio stations. Stay safe. Good afternoon.